Good morning, Munchkins. Forgive me, that's just an old habit. We are here this morning to look at a paper I just sprang on you in the homework list. This paper is important. It is not meant to take a lot of time. You should be able to knock it out in 1 or 2 hours. And it's the kind of thing you do as an adult. In virtually every business I know of, you have to do reports, not essays, but reports. And so this is a report based on an engineering report form that you would give to your employer quite regularly to let them know how you are doing. It is a progress report. You're going to do this not for me, but for your parents, so you really want it to be flawless. But I'm not leaving you hanging with just, oh, do this paper. I have here in topic 6 of our Moodle both the instructions and the criteria I'm going to use for grading it, plus samples, so you know what the heck I'm talking about. The biggest thing is this report is not in MLA. It is a formal business industry report, which means we don't waste space on double spacing. We don't waste words. We use bullets when possible. And we convey information in as succinct and clear a style as we can. Now, the information that we convey is very specific, and kids get mixed up on this. So I really want you to use the sample papers just like you did Weasels to write your essay. Use it as a model. Don't copy it. Use it as a guide. So let's look first at the instructions. The purpose of this progress report is to tell your supervisor, which is your parent, how work in ATIP is going and what they can expect from you. In this paper, you also mention any problems that you are having and your potential solution. It just assures them you're in charge, you know what's going on. Now, instead of the MLA heading, we do a business heading, a memo heading. Date, to, from, and re for regarding. And you would put something like regarding the progress report of your son blankety blank, or your daughter so-and-so. There are 4 parts, and you use a heading for each part. That's just this word in bold. And I want you to use that word. Summary. This is like the TV guide version of what you have done from the end of August, 6 weeks later. It's a clear, concise, short, a brief burst of what is happening. Then we do progress. This is what work you have done from August until now. And you would do this in bullets or in headings. And I would suggest the headings that are on the grade sheet I gave you. Those are the categories under which you are graded. Formal writing, informal writing, reading, grammar. That's pretty much it. Use those. Use active voice. Don't say, we have had this. You say, we have done this. It's your general workload. This is a more detailed listing of what you've put in the summary. Now, you go into even more detail in situation now. This is your personal statement about what you have done, what you are doing, and this is where you mention your accomplishments, and you really have to tell them very specifically. I got the highest grade in the room on this paper. I got a low grade on this. But you list accomplishments first, and then problems second. Things you've discovered need more attention, or that you question, and they must be addressed. Lay out if your biggest problem is remembering to do your homework, you put it there in problems. If your biggest problem is remembering to print your homework, you put that there. And then the final part is future plans. And this is where you address how you plan to solve those problems. Now, like any business paper, after you put down your future plans, you sign it sincerely, skip a bunch of spaces, and then type out your full legal name. You must put your own actual signature in ink on the paper. I require that. This next section just gives you ideas for how to begin the various parts. Concerning my progress, I need to inform you that, or as you are aware from my PowerSchool report, I am currently You decide whether you want to call your parents by their first name or their formal name or mom and dad. That's completely up to you. But this is a formal report, so don't get cutesy. Organize. Oh, the next part is, I've been telling you about put these in your notebook. Put these in your notebook. Well, now is the time to prove to me you've put these in your notebook. You to organize everything that has been handed back to you since the beginning of the school year. I don't care what that organization is. You have to decide how to organize for you. But I will tell you that you need to number the pages in your notebook. That way, you don't have to worry about putting all the grammar pieces in one place and all of the class notes in another place. They can be scattered all through your notebook. What you organize is your table of contents. You list the pages where I'm going to find these various things under their topic. You'll figure it out, especially when you see the samples. So there's two different things going on at the same time. You're going to clean up your notebook and get it completely organized with a table of contents, and you're going to write a progress report that tells your parents what has happened since you started with ATIP. And this must be done before my parent-teacher conference with your parents on the 15th. You have till the 15th. Your parents will bring them. But I would like a draft of your progress report for next Wednesday so we can go over them. In fact, I'd like you to email it to me before Wednesday so I can make any corrections and print them out, tell you what you're doing right or wrong. That would be best. Okay, let me just very quickly go to the next item here, which is the grading of this thing. Notebook grade up to 25, progress report up to 25. This is a 50-point project. So that's there. Also, samples. Let's see. Let's see if this, Isn't this exciting? This is not how I wanted to spend my morning either. Let's see if this comes up. Oh, this is a real long one. So you do not have to make yours as long as this. This is her heading. And then, you see what I mean when I said this is not MLA? You get to do stuff in big font, in any font you want, underline, bold. It does not have to be in Times New Roman 12-point font. That's the MLA rule. Notice here, the summary is one sentence. That says, currently in ATIP LA1, Term 1, we have studied Greek and Latin root words, grammar, reading. We've had a special assignment, homework, and writing. Really, you don't need much more than that. Then the progress. In each of those categories, she spelled out what we have done. Very, very basically. Situation now. This is where you get into a narrative. You're going to tell them in prose what is going on. Now, she started right away with problems, and that's okay. I think you should also list accomplishments, and then her future plans are how to solve those problems. Okay, that was actually a very good one. There are 2 other samples that are shorter, but I wanted you to see what they looked like, because that's the most mystifying thing of this paper for most students. Okay, good luck. I'm going to sign out now. Talk to you later.